I never thought of myself really as a kid who was very good at writing or who was even particularly academically inclined, because I was so involved in music stuff and other extracurricular things. And I got really wrapped up in it and really sucked into writing this play, and I loved doing it so much. But I also didn't think when I sent out my play that it was going to win. And so I won, and then I won again the next year. And it was really, I mean, for me, it was a huge eye-opener into sort of what my capabilities were as a kid, as and as a person outside of just being able to do sort of what I had thought that my role in school was up until. And I remember talking with the director on the phone, and I mean, for a kid, this is a really unique, incredible experience also, and talk about self-esteem building, sort of being treated with that respect, in that what you have to say is valid in this creative process, rather than, and that for me I think was really important in terms of the Temple workshopping, was that I felt completely included. I went to the auditions of the actors and helped pick who was going to be in my play, and I went and also gave then I went to the first rehearsal and told them what I wanted, and was completely spoken to as though I was a valid part of the creative process. And then also, I think at that point, then I went to a few more rehearsals. I remember changing some lines that weren't working on the spot, and doing things like that. So it was very collaborative, very inclusive. We have 10 hours a week. We see our students 2 hours every day after school. And so we are, working always towards that goal of social change for them, in whatever form that comes. Whether that is having, their parents proud of them and their community proud of them in this new way that they haven't experienced, or whether that is their academic grades doing better because they're using their mind in a different way, or whether it is that they are mentoring another student within our program because they're doing so well. It's a particularly awkward age, 8th and 9th grade, and definitely an age where kids have a really hard time sort of finding themselves and what their place is outside of their peers. And I think for me, it really catapulted me into a place of feeling much more comfortable about myself, because I felt like, oh, I'm so capable, and I'm being embraced for being capable of something. And it's certainly a time where you're differentiating in that way. And so I think for me, my self-esteem was highly improved.